97.9 GRD. Hey, it's Janna talking with a very special guest, Peanut from 311. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we know you guys are getting back out on the road this week, and so excited to welcome 311 to Grand Rapids this Sunday, GRD's end of summer party at GLC Live at 20 Monroe.
Sounds great. Sounds like a great place to, explore the idea of the end of summer.
Well, I'm not ready for it. I don't know. Are you?
I am. It's been so hot. And I've been home all summer kind of soaking it all up instead of touring like we usually do. So it's been great. But, I've always been a fall guy. Fall was always my favorite in Omaha where we grew up. So I look forward to it every year no matter where I live.
Sweaters, football, pumpkin spice latte, all that.
Yes, all at the same time.
So I know that you, 311, has some full album shows coming up, and you're going to be playing with bands that you've toured with before. And, of course, here in Grand Rapids, we're going to get to see you with Tropidelic, which is awesome. But, after all your years of touring, are there any, bucket list bands that you're like, you know what, I would still love to be able to hit the road with them?
There's always an endless list.
Mm-hmm.
That was always my funnest warm up, was to watch the opening bands. And then after a while, I was getting sore, and I started stretching like an hour before the shows. And I've been doing that for forever now, for 25 easy years. But those years before that, when I was young and needlessly flexible, I would watch the opening band, and like I'm saying, that would be my warm up, and it was just amazing, to see what other artists do collectively with an audience that is mostly ours. In those beginning years, it was kind of, even though we were playing last, you never knew what the opening band was going to do, because we were all so young at our craft and garnering a following of any size. So the energy was there, and the that will to see something new and blow off some steam and have a great time. That's something that I've enjoyed watching other bands do and watching us do. But I think Ween would fall into that list for me, even though they almost never have openers. We've played with Primus, so that would be another one, even though we've already done it.
Yeah.
We did a European tour with them in '99, I believe. And, I'd love to play with Portugal the Man. I'd love to do a ton of more shows with the Deftones. Khruangbin would be fun, even though we would confuse their audience a lot because everything is at 60 beats per minute. And, yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
Mm-hmm. You did just touch on this, talking about, stretching before shows. Are there any other, like pre-show rituals for you?
It's all things that go into that. I'm usually listening to music, either on my headphones or on the bus stereo, if I may be so bold, and I'm probably drinking a beer. So those things are my trinity of getting ready. Gotcha.
So coming up, my math might not be spot on, I'll admit to that, but like almost 35 years together. That's longer than a lot of marriages, really.
It's 32 going on 33, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
And what would you say? What's the secret? Like, what's the secret to making it work? To continue making music and continue touring.
Success is definitely an easy helper. I'm sure if it had been a frustrating career in that way, it'd be hard to stick together. But I know groups that do garage bands, like once a month kind of thing. Just keeping it together because it's fun to do. Mm-hmm. I could have seen that reality for us as well. We got very lucky. We're well timed. We were ready for the attention when it came to us, and we've had a really good time enjoying the spotlight for as long as we have. And it's the audience that supports us, of course, endlessly. It's the tens of thousands that put our first 10 albums on the Billboard, top 100 album sales each time they came out. So we've been really gifted with a lot of support, and I think it plays into the scene that we created around the band, and that came about because of the philosophies that we talk about in the music, as far as solving problems and making things work as much as you can, and loving the present moment, and being okay with asking for help. And of course there's tales of misadventure in there as well, but mostly we're a positive spin kind of band, and that's made us a unicorn in 90s bands. and we've found a long loving community in Grand Rapids. Even I remember some early gigs in Grand Rapids. I think it was when Grand Rapids was the murder capital of the world, or not the world, but the United States. And we fell upon that status. We were rolling into town and oh my gosh, here we go. And it was a bar where you could see a pool stick fight go out pretty easily.
Oh, wow. It's like the Wild West days of Grand Rapids.
Totally. It was great. We fit in somehow.
Well, that's so awesome that's turned out to be an okay experience and a good memory.
Oh yeah, totally. It was just gritty, and grit's good for you. If grit comes off, but you can always remember it and probably smell it.
One thing I did want to bring up, because I just happened to see it on Twitter, and I am a crazy cat lady through and through. So I saw that you were at a cat cafe, and I just wanted to say I love that, and I also love Louis Vuitton the cat. What a cutie.
Yeah, Louis was awesome. He was 2 pounds. There was nothing to him. It was a little straw of a tail. So cute. He's I just want to take a nap over here. I mean, I want to just take a little nap over here. It was great.
Perfect. Love it.
Yep.
Well, what's coming up for you guys? Looking ahead, of course, you've got your fall tour that's just kicking off. Your last album was out in 2019. Are we talking new music? What's up?
No, not right now. I think we're still kind of reeling from the interruption of this global pandemic, and focusing on doing shows. I think that's the most important thing we can do right now. But I am playing a bunch. I think other guys are doing the same. I know S.A. is working with his side bands. So I think all of us are staying busy, but I think coming together and writing doesn't really feel right now.
Gotcha.
I think we need to, catch our breath a little bit before we do anything like that.
Yeah, completely understandable. And we're so glad that you're playing shows, because again, that is bringing 311 to Grand Rapids this Sunday. We are so excited to welcome you to GLC Live at 20 Monroe. And Peanut, thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. Happy to do it. Thanks for promoting the show. Thanks for promoting rock and live concerts.
Absolutely.
It's a culture that we missed in this, in the break. So, I know I have fun on stage in a special way nowadays, and I know I can see it in the faces of the audience members too. So yeah, let's sweat and cry and dance, because that's what it's all about.
Yes, all of the things. This Sunday with 311 at GLC Live. Thank you so much.
Yep, anytime.